Hi, this is a quick tutorial on how to make nice looking tables in Quantlab. So if you, for instance, want to create a table with some quotes, some stocks or bonds or whatever, and then you want this blinking feature, which is common in when you display real-time quotes. So you want color for up and color for down, and then you also want some color for change since yesterday. So let's see how to code as fast as possible to get to this text RGB nice looking graph. So I have prepared a little example. So let's open this up. And what do we need? The components that we need? Well, first of all, we need to have a state because we need to control the contents of the cell so that it remembers the last tick, whether it was up or down. And we also want to control individual cells in terms of color and blinking and things like that. So for each column that we want to present, we will have a vector of states. So we start by initializing for 3 vectors, 0, 1, and 2. And then we want a column of names. So we take in a curve, and then we just plot the names into a helper function that we have called text RGB pretty that will use default settings from this library and present the text. And we also want just the regular quotes. So we do the same thing. We take the quotes from the real time and we pass those to the text RGB pretty, and we alter the state 1 that we're using for those quotes. And then we also want to change since yesterday. So obviously we need the real-time quotes for today. And then we also need a reference quote. So here we will also go to the database and ask for last night's closing quote 1 day back. And then we present the percentage change since yesterday, and we pass this to the text RGB pretty. And we compare that to a 0. So we get a color on blue for up and red for down. And we can then see that we have all our 3 out vector of text RGB as out expressions. So we can now attach these to a workspace. So let's do this. We add a table, and then we can enter the names, and we wanted the quotes, and we wanted the changes. And as you can see, we get 3 separate controls. So we'll just do a merge of those controls, and I will do this quickly. Because we want the same input data for all 3 controls, and also the change will have the same. And now we can select all the data from the controls. So now we're ready. So now we can choose what to display. So let's start with the stock market, for instance. So we have an index, and we put today, which is real time then, currently running real time. And then we'll have the last quote as our reference quote. And then we can see that they're instantly formatted in the text RGB, which means that they will start blinking, and we will have a green for upticks and a pink for downticks. We can set these to right adjusted text, and it will look nice. So now we're done. So this is as simple as, instead of using a vector number out, we use the text RGB with the predefined settings that we have in the text RGB pretty library, and then we will get these blinking effects directly. Okay, so let's just finish this off by making some changes to the predefined settings. So I will go into the code, and I will use the options that we have for these predefined states. So we can, let's set dark. Let's do this for all the columns, so we get unified setting. We'll have then the 1 and also the third one. And say that we also want to have 3 decimals on the last one instead. So we will set 3 decimals instead of 2. So now we're ready to just quickly alter the look and feel by using the dark setting instead. And you can now see that it looks totally different. And this is a fast way of using predefined settings. And if you want to change that, the library for the text RGB pretty is available here in the queue line, which means that you can alter and set your own colors and you make your own color scheme. So this is just 2 examples of default settings of these color schemes that you can use. So this is a quick and easy way to make nice looking tables to complement graphs. And that's it. Thank you very much.